What's up? Alright, it's been a week since the Legion pre-patch came out, patch 7.0.3, and they made changes to all classes. I don't give a shit about other classes other than Warrior, so, as you know, I play a fucking Fury Warrior. Um, and they did make changes, and I like them. I like to feel the Fury Warrior now. Feel like a fucking beast swinging your fucking weapons, just wrecking havoc. Let's take a look at talents. I've played around with the talent tree a lot since the pre-patch came out a week ago, and first tier, you can't go wrong with either War Machine or Endless Rage. I'm currently spec'd into Endless Rage, and I'll tell you why as we go down talent tree. Tier 2, depending on what you need. Stormbolt I would not use unless you're just going to do PvP. You know, I enjoy PvP, so I enjoy Stormbolt and the ranged attack I have from it. Thinking it's kind of bugged. I don't know. I'm gonna send a bug report to Blizzard because I'm having Stormbolt glitch on me sometimes. So I'll send them a bug report, see what's up with that. But if you're raiding, I highly suggest Shockwave. Stormbolt or Double Time. Right now, if you're PvP, once you get to level 110 to access honor talents, double time, I don't think will become useful. But right now in tier 2, you can't go wrong for your Shockwave or Stormbolt for PvP. I much prefer Stormbolt for PvP as it's a ranged stun and it deals a little bit more damage than Shockwave when you have the squash of the PvP stats. Here in the third tier, I've used both Avatar and Wrecking Ball. Outburst is a fucking piece of shit, so just ignore that. Wrecking Ball I'm really liking right now. Your attacks have a chance to make your next whirlwind deal 200% increased damage. Really love that. Maybe Avatar I found more useful in arena skirmishes at the moment than battlegrounds. But overall, you pick Avatar or Wrecking Ball, you're fine. I'm probably sick of Wrecking Ball unless I know I'm doing 2v2 arenas once Legion comes out and the new arena season starts. 2v2, probably Avatar. Because I'm removing of all roots and snares. I don't know. I really enjoy Wrecking Ball though. Right here in this tier, I use Furious Charge. Really like it. Charge also increases healing from your next Bloodthirst by 200%. Give you a little bit more survivability since Fury Warriors no longer have Victory Rush and since they changed Enrage Regeneration. If you want some more mobility, Battling Stride's not bad. Neither is Warpaint. You know, either of these. But right now I like Furious Charge. Right here in this tier, talents, Massacre, Execute Crit. Reduces the rage cost in the next rampage by 100%. That's very useful. Frothing Berserker, when you reach 100 rage, damage is increased by 10% and 30% increased movement speed. And Carnage reduces the cost of rampage by 15 rage. I really like Frothing Berserker, that especially when you have endless rage. Quick to build up to that 100 rage, increase your damage by 10%, especially Wrecking Ball, where your whirlwind deals 200% increased damage. Really nice. I really like that. Right here in this tier, these are all fine. I know some people since pre-patch they said they don't like Bloodbath, but I've played with various different talents since the pre-patch release, and I found Bloodbath be useful in some situations. More so in battlegrounds than arena skirmishes or even duels, but it has its use. Frenzy, it's not bad, but I think that's more of a PvE than a PvP talent, especially with the way they're doing the PvP system now. But I really like Enrage. Raging Blow no longer requires a rage to use and deals 150% increased damage. It just has a 4.5-second cooldown. And then right here, another thing, Blade Storm. Dragon's Roar now beats out Blade Storm in the final tier of talents. You roar dealing 10k damage to enemies for 8 yards and increases damage you deal by 20% for 6 seconds. So like I can use Dragon's Roar or Wrecking Ball a proc. I really like Wrecking Ball now because currently, if you have your enchants on your weapons, they're not going to proc in PvP. I don't know if they will at level 110. But it's like a free enchant. Even works in PvE. I've done a couple of days ago. I did Hellfire Citadel. Did a few bosses on normal and did a few bosses on heroic, and had great DPS. Even though mostly PvP gear from season 3, still did great. Great DPS on I think on normal mode I did all up to Gorefiend, and on the heroic group I was with, I did all the way up to you gotta look up that boss. I forget his name. What's the fucker's name? Yeah, Shadow Lord Iskar. Yeah. Went up to him on heroic, and we went up to Gorefiend on normal mode. Like I did normal mode Monday, and then heroic Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever. But yeah, this is what I'm rocking now for talents, and it's gonna change once Legion comes out, because at level 110 you have access to the honor talents. And what I'm gonna go for, after looking at these, Gladiator's Medallion replaces this one here. This one has a 3-minute cooldown. This one has a 2-minute. And then I'm gonna go for like this tier. I don't really like hardness. All above 80% health. Take 20% less damage. I mean, sparring's pretty cool. But I think I'm gonna go for reinforced armor, health increased by 10%. And then right here, death sentence. Execute now has a 15-yard range. It causes you to charge targets when used. That's fucking awesome. I don't know. I think, you know, I'm getting kind of used to not having spell reflect anymore since the pre-patch. And that would only be certain instances, you know, like you're fighting against certain arena teams, you're fighting against a mage or a warlocks, you'd use spell reflect, or even a boomkin. I think I'm gonna go for rage machine right here in this tier. And this tier, once I reach this level of honor talents, barbarian, and then the last tier, I don't know. I'm not gonna go for Death Wish. It costs 10% of your health. I think I'm gonna go for Slaughterhouse. When you use Bloodthirst, damage is decreased by 10%. Cooldown is reduced by 1 sec for every 20% health target is missing. That seems really good. And then you gotta think again. You know, like I said, right now we only have the level 100 talent trees. We don't have access to the PvP talents for PvP, nor do we have access to our artifact weapon and artifact talents yet. So, like I said, those are my talents, and it's Rage, Stormbolt, Wrecking Ball, Furious Charge, Frothing Berserker, Inner Rage, and Dragon's Roar. Now, let's check this out on this fucking dummy. Let's go kick his ass. See right there, Wrecking Ball already proc. Yeah, the Wrecking Ball talent has a really high proc rate, which I like. And especially when you get Meat Cleaver, once that procs, you get fucking serious damage and you're fucking wrecking shit. I fucking love it. I got meat cleaver going. I love the way Fury feels now. Fucking badass. Just feel like a fucking rampaging berserker, just fucking shit up. Fuck you, bitch. It was nice. Got fucking extra damage from Dragon's Roar and Rampage hit. Alright. It's just, like I said, this is just the talents I use, as you can see. It's just fucking massive damage. Do some other videos next week doing some random battlegrounds and doing some arena skirmishes. Alright, it's just hey, just play around with the Fury talents. If you're playing the Fury Warrior, it's the only talent I really don't suggest to use at all is Outburst. I don't find no use for that. There goes Abandon. I mean, I don't like it, but try it. You might. I would definitely suggest Dragon Roar in the final tier. The damage it does, and then the 20% increase. And like I said, and when you line it up, 20% increase from Dragon's Roar. If you had 100 Rage, when you use Dragon's Roar, you'll get another 10% from Frothing Berserker. And Wrecking Ball procs, there are 200% increased damage from Whirlwind. Massive damage output there. But yeah, just play around with the talents and see what works for you. I find this is what works for me. I'm gonna probably stick with this throughout Legion, and then, like I said, add on top of that once we have access to the new PvP system and the way the PvP talents will work. I told you I'm gonna go for Gladiator's Medallion, Reinforced Armor, Death Sentence, Rage Machine. Because Rage Machine, I think, will line up well with Endless Rage and Frothing Berserker, Barbarian, and I don't know, right here, probably Slaughterhouse. I like that one. Alright, playing the Fury Warrior, let me know what talents you're using and how you like to feel the way that the Fury Warrior is now since the pre-patch. And if you think your damage isn't what it used to be, try out these talents, see how it works for you. And just remember, you know, this is literally the tail end of the expansion. We don't have our artifact weapons yet. Access to the artifact traits, and you know, if you run in some random BGs or arena skirmishes now, we don't have access to the new honor talents. So just wait, you know, a month until Legion comes out. Alright. Until fucking